Hi, I'm registered dietitian and chef Jessica Ivy.
And I'm Chef Nathan.
I was going to introduce you.
Well, I'm Chef Nathan.
Welcome to our Happy Healthy Kitchen. The first rule of making cooking videos is never try anything you've never made before, and we're going to break that rule because we are getting ready to go on a trip to Italy, and I've told Nathan all about how I learned to make homemade pasta while I was living there in culinary school. So we're going to make some spinach pasta for y'all. All right, so we've got some water boiling here. So Nathan, if you can put in, we've got 1 cup of fresh spinach.
Just dump all of it in?
Dump all of it in, going in our boiling water. And we're making egg noodles, so in a minute here we're going to puree the lightly cooked spinach with an egg.
Was I supposed to wash my hands?
I hope you did.
I did.
Okay, so we'll just let this boil for about a minute. It's just going to turn bright green and get a little bit wilty. And you can just use regular spinach. We're not using the baby. So we're going to let that cook, and then we're going to puree it in the blender with a little bit of water until it's smooth, and then mix in our egg. Okay, so our spinach has been cooking for about a minute. So Nathan, if you want to dump that in a colander, so take that pot and turn this off. And you're gonna dump it in there and then use these paper towels to squeeze out all the extra liquid. We want that spinach as dry as possible. So I've got a couple layers of paper towels there. Okay, so we've got our spinach blended into a paste. So I'm gonna scrape it in with our egg. So again, we've got 1 egg. This was 1 cup of baby spinach, boiled and then pureed with enough water to make a little paste. So I want to make sure I get all that good spinach, which is going to make our pasta really pretty. Okay, so I'll move all this out of the way. All right, ready?
Okay. Oh, man.
Right on the counter. Okay.
You're cringing, aren't you?
I am. Thinking about how the flour's going to be all over the floor later, and I hate that. Okay, so we're making a volcano. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to pour this in the middle. And can you grab us a fork, please? I think we need a bigger hole. We got a lot of lava to put in here. Okay. So the goal is to use the fork to slowly blend in flour without breaking the wall, because you don't want to lose all your liquid, until it starts to form a mixture.
Me?
Yeah, go for it. Just slowly. There we go. Adding more flour gradually. Okay, so right now I am kneading our dough, incorporating more and more flour. And our dough is looking pretty dry, so I'm just going to drizzle on just about a little bit of water, not too much. And we'll just keep kneading it. And we're going to knead until we get a smooth, elastic ball of dough. This is what you're looking for. You want it to be about this consistency. And it's almost dry, but a little bit moist, kind of like a pizza dough. And we are about done kneading here. You're going to knead for 2 to 3 minutes. So we're about done, and we're going to shape it into a ball here. And then we're going to wrap it in plastic wrap and let it rest for 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes that our pasta has been resting. So we're going to unwrap it. And Nathan, if you can roll it, I'm just going to cut it in half. Bench scraper would be better, but we make do, right? So I'm going to wrap this half back in plastic wrap so it won't dry out. And then I want you to roll that into a rectangle.
Okay. Am I wanting to be a certain width, or?
Just not wider than our machine.
Okay.
But we got to get a little bit flatter than that. We're trying to get it flat enough that we can roll through on the widest setting. And then we'll go ahead and start rolling it through the pasta machine. Okay. Do you need a little flour on there? Sticking?
I think I'm okay.
You don't want to add too much flour because you don't want to dry it out as you go. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour onto the wheels so that our pasta won't dry or won't stick.
Again. Getting messy.
It is getting messy. So we got a little bit of flour on each side of our dough. And we are on the, well, we're not now. We are going to be on the widest setting. And what I'm going to do is hold it, and now you turn the wheel. Okay. Go, 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 go. This is going to be a long time to dinner if you're going to go that slow. Okay, so we went through once on the widest setting. Then we're going to fold it lengthwise into thirds. Kind of like you're folding a towel. So.
Never folded towels like that till I married you.
I know. You've got some weird way to do it. So roll it like that. And then again, we're going to cut it in half just because it's going to be too awkwardly long to work with. All right, now roll it through on this setting, Nathan. We're still on the widest setting. Okay. And then we'll do the other one. Okay. All right, so now you're going to do it into thirds again.
Again?
Yeah, so we're going to do this a few times. All right. So now we're going to start narrowing the rollers on the pasta machine. So we're going to go to the next setting, the second setting. All right. Let's see how long of a piece we can do here, Nathan. This is what my kids in cooking camp like to do. See how big of a piece they can get? All right, go narrower. Okay, so as you roll your pasta out, we're going all the way to 5. You want to be sure and put it on a pan lined with parchment paper, and then cover it with a clean, dry paper kitchen towel so it doesn't dry out. Let's see if we can do it. Whee! Look how long that is. Totally impractical, but fun. Okay, so we've got our sheets here. Another piece of parchment paper to divide the layers.
So we got a whole other.
We got the other half. So if you want to start rolling that out to where it's thin enough to put through the first setting. Okay, so we've got our sheets of pasta rolled out to a thickness of 5, and we've got them layered up on our parchment paper, and then you're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes before you cut it into strips. That's a really cheeseball smile.
It is. You fell for it though.
Okay, so we've got our pasta sheets ready to roll. So we're going to do one at a time here. So we've got our attachment for cutting on. Okay, so at this point, you want to lay them out in kind of a bundle and sprinkle on some flour, because if not, you can tell that that first batch is already starting to stick together. So you kind of want to separate it and sprinkle your flour. So we got it kind of all evenly coated. So there we go. So now it's not going to stick together so much. All right, let's do the next one. Okay, so we've got our noodles all ready to go. And the best thing about homemade pasta is that it only takes about 2 minutes to cook, or just until it's tender when you bite it.
Really?
Yeah, and you can freeze this. So let it dry on your baking sheet, and then freeze it on the baking sheet, and take it out and put it in a container, and you can make it later. All right, we're about to eat dinner. All right, so we're done, ready to eat our pasta. Doesn't it look delicious? Nathan, where's your fork?
You didn't give me one. Oh, it's kind of disappointing.
Here, taste it. We
Oh,
got
yeah,
good.
that's good.
Straight from Italy. Did you hit record?
Sure did, Sweet Bottoms.
Really?
Is that trademarked? Maybe not.